Welcome back to another edition of Martin's Munchies. This is the world's greatest appetizer slash hors d'oeuvres. We've got prosciutto right there. This is nice prosciutto. We've got Monterey Jack cheese. You can use another type of cheese if you want, but I recommend Monterey Jack. And one of the stars of the show is the poblano pepper. Hope I'm saying that right, poblano pepper. So one thing, it's kind of mild, it's a little bit hot, not very hot, not like a jalapeno hot, but it is, anyway, it's one of those things when after you're done cutting it up, you don't want to rub your eyes. So make sure you wash your hands really good. So there's a little bit of fire to these peppers. I've never tried it with anything like bell pepper or something like that for a milder size, but it's got a little kick to it. And this is the world's greatest appetizer. I'm going to show you what we do with these things. All right, first things first. Outside on a beautiful late June evening. So I got the gas grill fired up. I know there's a lot of different barbecue people out there. They're great. Learn from them. But this is the simplest way for me to do this. So we want to put the cheese and the prosciutto on the inside of this. So the way I cook these peppers, and this basically just softens them up, is I'm going to set them with the outside of the pepper up. And I'm just going to cook these until they start to soften up a little bit. So really simple. I am going to want tongs when I flip these things over. And like I say, anytime you're dealing with a fairly spicy pepper, I do not want to rub my eyeballs. Okay? So we're going to let those cook, soften up. I'm going to cover the barbecue and I'll be back in a minute. All right, after about 5 minutes, you can see just a little bit of sizzle right there, baby. So we got getting that nice and hot. That's pretty much all we want to do. So now we'll go to work and put on some good stuff. All right, so we're flipping these over. And now, I'll try to show you how simple this is one-handed. All right, so I'm going to take a couple pieces of prosciutto. I've got lots of prosciutto, so I'm going to get greedy here. Whoops. Can't take it with you. So this is kind of a fairly quick process. Fold that stuff up. Sorry about the camera work, but I'm a welder and extraordinaire dude food maker. Never claimed to be a cameraman. The word prosciutto in Italian means darn good. So now I'm going to take this jack cheese. And one of the beauties of this is, I have yet to meet a person that doesn't just absolutely go nuts for this stuff. So, but B, it can be all pre-made in the kitchen, and it's a lot easier with two hands when you're not holding the camera. But Monterey Jack, I prefer it. If you want a little more spice, you can go with some pepper jack. But to me, this stuff's plenty hot enough, just kind of as it is. The way the salty prosciutto mixes with a little bit of fire from the pepper, which is held down by a nice little dollop of jack cheese. That's what it looks like. We're going to cover this, and all we're doing now is just melting that cheese. All right, let's see how they're doing. Cheese is starting to melt. A couple more minutes. All right. This right here is the finished product. There's something about the salty prosciutto and the beautiful pepper, a little kick from the pepper, and of course the nice mellow Monterey. And that right there is the greatest appetizer for my better three-quarters and I. So the things to remember is hey, after you handle those peppers, wash your darn hands and keep them away from your face. That will give you a little stingy eye, but I don't think it gets any better than this right here as far as hors d'oeuvres or appetizers. It's just got just the right amount of salt. It's got just the right amount of heat. The prosciutto is absolutely excellent, and the jack cheese, great combination. So this is Martin's Munchies, world's greatest appetizer / hors d'oeuvre, and as the French say, bon appetit.